So we're here. We're dropping the episode titles. We're dropping the episode numbers. It's irrelevant. We're here with Evan Elder, rising UFC talent. Dude puts on a great fight every time he fights, man. One of the coolest, composed, like all-around fighters I've seen in a minute. We're here at Oishi Sushi
in Las Vegas.
Evan, you want to tell us why you picked the spot?
Oh man, this is I lived right around the corner. So I've been out here a little over a year, and I just moved and got a new spot. Thank you, buddy. I think it's the Dynamite Bangin'.
These are great names.
Bangin'.
Dynamite Monster.
But yeah, the place I was living at, I was out there for about a year. I was renting a room, and it's right around the corner from here. So this was like on the way home from training. Amazing sushi. Somebody recommended it to me one night, and I dropped by and tried it. I love sushi, and I love all you can eat. So this has just been my spot, man. Like, dude, way too much. I've been it's so easy for me to train all day and then be starving and then be like, I'm just dropping in and do some all you can eat sushi.
Yeah, it sounds perfect. Have you
3,000 calories?
Dude, I mean, we keep ending up in like the Asia Town area of a lot of places we're going. Have you tried any of the other places around here?
Around here, you know what's funny is I'm really bad about venturing out and trying new stuff.
Yeah.
I really don't mind. I'm always down. I have a joke. I'm like always I'll try anything twice. You know, first time might have been a fluke. Yeah. So I'm always willing to venture out and check it out. But I haven't done a great job lately, dude. I'll take one of them bad boys.
Yo, could someone pass me the? I'm supposed to be the third person over there, I guess.
Over there,
man. That's really good, bro.
I'll get you.
Appreciate you, man.
Yeah,
that's really good.
These are banging. This one's always like the hardest to eat, though. Speaking of your chopstick experience,
yeah, I'm gonna destroy this.
That one.
That looks. It looks like you should be grabbing the whole thing with a fork and knife.
There you go. Check that out.
So, do we know what this is?
This is that's a dynamite roll. It's like
the chopsticks too, if you can. Oh. Appreciate you, man.
Fried crab on top, I believe. I don't remember what the inside was. Let me take a gander here. Looks like just crab on the inside too. Crab and avocado, and then fried crab on top.
So, dude, I gotta ask you. Was it coincidence that you just happened to respond after we did the Dustin Lampros episode, or did he hit you up for us?
No, I don't think so. It's probably just coincidence.
I had mentioned you because we reached out to Dustin. I reached out to you at like the same time, and I think you were training partners, right?
Oh yeah, Scrappy's my boy, man.
Probably all the way back to Missouri, no?
Yeah. So actually, I met him in
where's the break
in Missouri.
You just got to stab it from the top.
Where's the break?
Here we go.
Look at this.
There you go. Hey, that'll do.
That's not bad, right?
There you go.
Put it in your mouth.
Send it.
Hyped me up, and I'm I got it.
Hey, there you go, bro. You got it. But no, Scrappy's my boy. We funny enough, so we're not both from Missouri. I'm from Missouri. He's from Illinois.
Right.
But not too far away from each other, about 2 hours away. And he was living down in Florida, and I moved to California. And then we both happened to move back home around the same time. So he was back in Illinois. I was in Missouri. And we were training at a local gym that was kind of in between us. It was about an hour away from each of us.
Yeah.
And so we ended up meeting there at Finney's MMA. And he moved back down to Florida. And when he moved down there, he went to a different gym, which ended up being Hard Knocks 365 at the time, which was Black Zillions.
Yeah.
You know, Hard Knocks. And later on, it was Sanford MMA, now Killcliff FC. One of the best gyms in the world. Amazing place.
For sure.
And when he moved down there, he was like, bro, this is like the best gym in the world for you. You got to come down here and check it out. So I was like, absolutely. So he had a fight back home in Missouri for Shamrock FC a couple weeks after that, maybe like a month or two later. So we made a plan. I just like waited for him to come home. He flew in for his fight, fought, and then I drove us back down there, packed up, drove everything down.
Oh, damn.
And just stayed on his couch for a couple weeks till I found my own spot and stayed down there for 5 years. So and then after that, I went back home, moved back home for a couple months, and then decided to come out here. So just been out here for a little over a year.
That was actually something I wanted to ask you. Like, how did this happen?
Yeah, so I pretty much, I was at Killcliff FC for about 5 years. Looks like we got food coming.
Oh my goodness, Evan, what did you order? This looks great.
Yeah, thank you. This did you get the stir steak?
Yes.
I think we got yours.
Oh yeah, I was about to say mine.
Yes.
I was like, I think so.
Yeah. Hey, that was great though. You could hear the sizzle in the mic.
Did you try this?
Yeah.
Are you using my chopsticks?
Ew, dude.
Speaking of cooties,
Yo, for real, right? He went right for him.
Oh yeah.
Oh, dude, we got steak as part of the all you can eat. This is great.
Come on, son. This place is the bomb. These are some of my favorites. Some rice. Was this yours also?
All right,
Yeah,
Evan.
we have some extras in the back. That's Evan's sister and my fiance. So
Yeah.
shout
We
out,
have-
eye candy for everybody.
we have
right?
this thing where you take the first bite. Well, you tell us what you're eating there.
Well, that would be
this
like
one?
that would be the second bite, but that's
Hey,
a really
well,
good
yeah,
looking
all
one.
right.
First bite was dynamite. Literally, it was the bomb, and it's called the dynamite roll.
What is this?
It's surf and turf, sizzle and plate. So I believe this is just ribeye steak, but banging.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, here. You guys want to share any of this?
We got a little bit of meat over here too.
Yep. That's the Asian skirt steak, ribeye and some shrimp, double salmon roll, Philadelphia.
You know your shit, Evan.
Dude, it's my spot.
This is how you know it's authentic. Like, you know someone really likes a spot.
What were we talking about?
About Scrappy, and then you came down here. You were there. You were
What
down.
brought me out here, you said.
Right, that was it.
What brought me out here was just a change of training. And honestly, I was having a really hard time staying healthy. I had just poorly trained my whole life in the sense of not very well thought out. It was just going to the gym and empty the tank every day, work as hard as you possibly can. That's how you be a champion. So,
Right.
That's what I thought. And
Is that not the way to do it?
in some sense it is, but it's also much more intelligent than that, because a lot of one of the hardest problems or biggest problems we face in the sport is making it to the fight.
Yeah, overtraining, getting injured.
Overtraining, getting injured, especially while you're in a calorie deficit, your body's going to be more susceptible to injuries.
Yeah, you can't recover.
Yeah, you're not recovering properly. So anyways, I was constantly getting injured for a little while, and it was really, really affecting my ability to train.
So at Killcliff too?
Yeah, it was just from years of, ever since I was younger. After I would get done training martial arts, I would train martial arts for a couple hours, local gym I was at back home in Missouri. And then I would go work out for a couple hours, lift with a couple buddies and like work out hella hard. Just
That's crazy too, because you hear a lot of people have that debate where it's like, should you work out before or after training martial arts, right?
or at all, honestly. I mean, not that it's at all, but even with that,
Right.
just going in and slinging weights around, just like with anything, man. If you want to be high level, so there's way more intellectual work than what it probably looks like from the outside.
Dude, you can kill yourself overthinking that too, though. That's the other end of the spectrum, right?
You can, you have like analysis paralysis where you're trying to, analyze everything to such a minute detail that it, gets in the way of you just taking action in the first place. One of my favorite quotes is, as you walk on the way appears,
Right.
so it's like one of the biggest.
Bruce Lee or Sun Tzu?
It might have been Miyamoto Musashi.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Book of
What did
Five
I just
Rings,
say?
right? As you walk, the way appears.
Yeah, I know I didn't just say his name right though. Miyamoto
Musashi Miyamoto.
Musashi. That's right.
I just said that with a full mouth of.
But yeah, man, you can definitely overthink and mess yourself up by trying to be too technical or too detailed, whatever. But yeah, definitely it's a fine balance. But for example, like going into the weight room and just slinging weights around, that's what I did forever.
For real? What were you doing? Like a
I
bodybuilding
lifted like a
split?
bodybuilder. I just thought, and I also had a what I thought was a genius way of thinking at the time was, well, I can't be a bodybuilder because I'm going to be exhausted. I have to make this practical for training.
Right.
So I want to be strong and explosive and muscular, but I need it to translate to being super well conditioned.
Yep.
So I just did everything to failure. Like I would just do it in
Holy
every
crap.
set. I mean, it would be much lower weight, of course. You're not slinging around max
Jesus.
reps.
And you were doing that after training?
And so I would go work out like that for freaking 2 hours every night and just super redlining. And then I would go eat McDonald's. Me and my buddy, me and my lifting buddy Skylar at the time, we would always just bro, chicken nuggets. I'm eating chicken, right? I'm freaking 16, 17 years old.
You can get away with that though at that age.
Yeah, get in, but I mean at a high level, if you're trying to perform high level, it's not about what you can get away with, right? It's about doing everything to the best of your ability.
Yeah.
And like eating 40 McNuggets and a strawberry smoothie every night after fucking redlining for 4 hours and whatnot, is not adequate.
Right.
But anyways, just all that to say that it's much more sophisticated. Fortunately, by the grace of God, I got hooked up with like one of the best strength and conditioning coaches I've ever come across back home in Missouri. And I've been working with her for almost 10 years, her and her husband.
Dude, I like this. To me, this is, like we got into this because we're just, we're basically retired dads that used to be into this stuff, right? So like when I trained a lot, my big thing was I would power lift and then I would go do my jiu-jitsu and whatnot. So like, what did you end up like? What was the balance? What was the balance you found? How did the strength and conditioning coach help you?
Well, the big thing was not just slinging weights around, understanding that, I mean, this from powerlifting, and just training in general, like proper biomechanics of like understanding the patterns in which the body works well, right? You can deadlift whatever way you want if you can get the weight up, right? Whatever, you still deadlifted. But there's going to be a much more optimal positioning, making sure you're using the right muscle groups properly. And that's going to increase how much weight you can move, how long you can do that for, right? Because if you're doing it incorrectly, especially as you get higher and higher weights, you're going to find the chinks in your armor, the weak links in the chain. And it's going to cause injuries, to those weak links. And so anyways, just basically for me, it was I would say the two biggest things were keeping my body healthy, moving in a way that would properly, that would get my body to work in the patterns it was supposed to, not just whatever way I was wanting it to.
Right.
So deadlifting correctly, I'm firing all the right.
So you're still deadlifting a lot while you're training hard?
Now, no, I don't hardly lift at all. I only lift.
Thank you so much.
Once or twice a week, and it's all just maintenance stuff for. I'll do a little bit of strength work. It's mostly just strength and then corrective exercises.
Thank you so much.
Just trying to make sure that all of my lifting, everything I do here, can you fit that in there? Does that work?
Yeah, just put it on top of whatever. It's no big deal.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. Thank you so much. These are my favorite. Sake Loco tuna bomb. These are just salmon, hotate, and then
this is what?
Hotate.
Hold on. Let me record that.
Fresh
scallops. Okay.
All right, hold on.
Now you were being way more sophisticated with it.
That's I think that's
the actual
the
name,
name
right?
is hotate, but it's
All
fresh scallops. Yeah.
All right, hold on. All right, Evan, what do we have here?
So this is my favorite one, Sake Loco, tuna bomb. These are just salmon, hotate, which we were just informed that it was scallops, fresh scallops, and then peppered yellowtail, all banging.
Dang.
Dude, I would have thought that was chicken, to be honest with you.
This one over here,
it looks like chicken.
I mean, I guess it looks like some pretty raw chicken. I would be like, can we get a thermometer up in there and make sure we're not getting some salmonella?
I mean, dude, that's like when I was in college and I was buying chicken from Walmart. That's how it looked.
Yeah, that's at $1.99 a pound, baby.
Yes, you know, dude,
son.
better days.
I was balling on a budget for a long time.
All right. I'm gonna try this for the first time.
I don't know where to start here. Yeah, so do you do a lot of mobility work as well to keep yourself like limber and whatnot?
Yeah. Again, shout out to my strength and conditioning coach, Sarah and Steve Long. They do all that stuff for me. I've never learned. Oh, that one's good, isn't it? It's a little spot. Oh no, you don't do spot,
Evan.
Oh yes,
it's.
Hell yeah, dude.
I literally asked him before I was about to order something super spicy. And he's like, nah, I don't really do spicy.
No,
I forgot.
Sneak
Bro, that
in
one's
here.
a little spicy, dog. My bad.
We're going to have to take the hat off so you can see how much he's sweating.
No. I'm so sorry.
Dude, we went,
oh, shoot.
Dude, we went back to one of the first restaurants we went to for the podcast. And we got this guy. What did we get? It was like the regular Korean barbecue spice. And I always thought he was messing with me with the spicy stuff, but he was dripping.
No.
I was impressed.
I was impressed. Yeah, I was we were talking about mobility though. Shout out to Steve and Sarah Long, my strength and conditioning
It's good though.
They oh dude, it's so good. But they've taught me more about my body than anybody. And well, which actually I think translates amazingly well. I think it's really important to know and understand good body mechanics and like how the body just naturally works, right?
Absolutely.
Because you're going to understand, better punching mechanics and the details with submissions, especially when it comes to submitting people. It's like understanding the way the body works well and taking it the opposite direction whenever you're trying to break something. But yeah, they do all my mobility and stuff for me. I just come to them with my issues. My fucking back and my hips are killing me. It's like they're gonna have me on some bird dogs and whatever certain corrective exercises. And that's the biggest thing for me is just all of my strength and conditioning and my mobility is just to make sure that I can stay doing the skill building stuff even more. I don't care about getting bigger, faster, stronger.
So like where are your lifts at right now? Like where did you kind of get up to before you tapered off where you said this was kind of good enough?
Well, whenever I was lifting like a bodybuilder back in the day, whenever I was like 17, 18, because I lifted from like 15 to probably 19 or 20, I was like lifting super hard every day. That was like one of my main priorities was like after training, I would go work out for a couple hours. And
you want some?
Nah, I'm good. I'm good for now. Thank you.
Awesome.
And, when I guess my deadlift, my bench always sucked. I was terrible at benching. I think the most I ever benched was like 275.
I feel like that's a shitty lift anyway, man. Everyone gets hurt benching.
Yeah, 100%. I feel like it's not good, especially for fighters. It's not that practical.
No, not at all.
But especially with the other compensations, your shoulders and stuff and rounded back from training and stuff, you're already kind of having some asymmetries and getting kind of out of the line and stuff from like bad posture from training and stuff, getting your neck cranked on.
Yeah, 100%.
And then forcing your shoulders into a specific, with the barbell, locking them into a certain, I think dumbbell benching, if you're going to bench, is way better.
Big time.
Because you can adjust to whatever limitations, you may have.
Or dips, man. I feel like dips are fantastic for fighters.
What was there any workout that you just completely eliminated?
Lifting wise?
Yeah.
Dude, most of it. I now I'm just like, bro, I don't need to lift at all.
Really?
I do because I trust my strength and conditioning coaches so much, and they are good catch. I'm glad that one caught the plate.
Yeah. How did that come out of your mouth?
Close enough, dog.
It didn't make it to my mouth. Stop.
But yeah, for the most part, dude, I would be like, dude, I don't need to lift at all. But my strength and conditioning coaches, I really trust them, and they do such a good job putting me back together. Like literally, like I got afraid from lifting for a while whenever I was having so many injuries because I was like, bro, I don't want to just go in. Obviously, I only have so many miles to put on my body, of course, because I'm already breaking down and stuff like this. So I was like, dude, I really need to be really selective on what I'm doing.
That's why I was surprised when you said you trained and then went to lift because
well, that was before.
Yeah, I had no idea what I was doing.
No, but like that's really the craziest way to do it because like you're coming out of doing your striking and jiu-jitsu, you're tired as shit, and then you gotta keep good form while you're lifting heavy weight. That's like the time you could get hurt.
I only had one bad injury with lifting.
Yeah.
I tore my labrum.
Oh god, that's the worst one though. You recovered?
Yeah.
Actually, did you get surgery or you just did physical therapy?
I had surgery. They anchored my labrum back together.
Oh, so they did the surgery?
Yep. I was dumbbell incline benching.
Yeah.
And one of the dumbbells started tipping in. I was done. I was about to stand up. I just got done. And it was we were dumbbell incline benching, and it started to tip in, and I tried to like grab it to stop it, and it just fell right beside me and like Kimura'd me,
Yeah.
And my shoulder popped hella bad, and I immediately was like, oh my god, and fucking got up and ran to the locker room because I was like, I was pretty much crying.
Yeah.
I was like, it just fucking wrecked my shoulder.
Yeah, I told him, man, same thing with me. I did a lot of benching, and I'm a half guard player, so I get Kimura'd every day of my life for like the first
That's excellent.
10 years.
Oh, the tuna bomb?
Oh my god,
bro, those are banging.
That's good.
I think I had a similar tear, but I never got it checked out. But dude, that's like one of the like a lot of CrossFit people get that injury, and it's really hard to come back from, man. So like that's actually wild that you were able to like fully heal from that.
I mean, fortunately, it seems like I didn't know the difference then, but I think I had a good surgeon.
Yeah.
And I was also like 18. I was still in high school, so I was pretty young. Hopefully, I would imagine my body was still really resilient and recovered really well. And I really haven't had that many problems with it since. not from that specific injury. My
Right.
shoulders are, get real tight and bothering me and stuff. But, man, for real though, when it comes to taking care of my body and everything, I'm so much more diligent on it now. I think that I was very fortunate. I feel like God let me go through this period of time where I was just like constantly injured. And it forced me, especially this whole past year, I've been like relentless on stretching, mobility, taking days off. Dude, I've been big on I started missing a lot of days at the gym because I was like, bro, I'm fucked up. I'm not going to go in and work super hard and push it and have an injury.
Evan,
that's what I kept doing.
What about your rest when you're recovering? Are you sleeping 8 hours and you try to?
Oh yeah.
Or that's priority?
My sleep, that's like A1. That's, if you're not sleeping good, you're not recovering good. 100%. So with anybody, not just like athletes, but like in life, if you want to be good at life,
for sure,
dude, get your 8 hours at least.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, you're fucked.
Dude, we sleep like 5 hours only.
Bro, that's
a day.
crazy.
Yeah, it's bad.
That's crazy news.
Yeah.
See, 5 hours. We're lucky 6.
No, dude, for me, yeah, we're back on the grind mode. We're working a lot, but when I kind of stopped training and started working more, I slept and I didn't realize how nice it was. When COVID happened, me and her were lifting a lot and we were sleeping. I'm like, you mean I could have done this the whole time?
Yeah.
You don't realize. You really don't realize.
You that one?
What is that? Did I miss that?
Dude, try this. This is
Honestly,
delicious.
I did try this, but the best
You don't
one,
like it? I'll eat it.
Where did the ones with the avocados go? Those were the best.
Oh, they're right here.
This thing's like 3
I didn't try.
sushi
I didn't
pieces.
try this shit though.
This is good.
So we got off track a little bit though, because you said you came to Vegas, to fill the deficiencies and everything. But you said your strength and conditioning coach was from Missouri, right?
Yep.
So, what was the allure to come out to Vegas to syndicate?
The truthfully, I mean, it wasn't to come to syndicate. It was mostly for PI, to be able to utilize all the resources there and stuff with food, but mostly the PT. And the biggest thing was everybody, from what I had heard, was Vegas is the best place to kind of put together your own training schedule, So I figured that's kind of what I needed to do for the time being, to be able to put together my own training schedule to where I can incorporate my rest days. Dude, there was times where I was taking on a day, off a day, to the off day would just be all recovery stuff. I'm just doing mobility. You found another spicy one, bro?
Get another one, dude.
Damn, give my boy a towel. He about to be sweating.
No, I'm gonna tell you, low key, get something spicier, but don't tell him.
No, bro, no, I won't do that to you. I won't.
You're a good friend, Evan. You're a good friend.
I won't do that.
You're a good friend.
He's not sweating. I don't believe him right now.
Oh, my back is.
But yeah, the biggest attraction was just being able to have a little more control of my schedule. High quality training. It's a fight capital of the world for a reason, of course. I was getting great training at Syndicate for a while, training with a bunch of people there. And for the most part, I've spent most of my pro career. I was 1-0 when I went to Killcliff.
Yeah.
And I was there for 5 years. And so I was really wanting to just get some different training, get some different training methods and philosophies towards fighting.
So when you say picking your training schedule, making your own training schedule, you mean instead of, because I know the pros are a little different, but when you go to a gym, right, they have classes at certain times.
Mm-hmm.
Is that what you mean? You didn't want to be stuck training at a 9 a.m. class and a 7 p.m. class. You wanted to be able to maneuver it the way you needed it.
Yeah,
I did move. I mean, I think there's 2 parts to that question I would answer differently. Is not necessarily the time of the class.
Yeah.
What was a problem? It's not I want to work out at 9 a.m. or I want to work out at 11 a.m. or noon or whatever.
Right.
I'm not really too concerned about that. But if there was days where, say you have a team schedule,
yeah,
right? If I'm going to be just training at this one gym and it's hard live goes on Monday, and then sparring on Tuesday, hard wrestling on Wednesday, and then you maybe some striking or grappling on Thursday, and then just something on Friday, whatever. If I was I don't want to show up and just do you know, if I feel like right now, like, oh man, my fucking back is killing me, I don't want to wrestle. You know, I'm gonna really try to stay away from the grappling for right now. You know, I would kind of take out the grappling days, the things I didn't want to do, and I would replace them with like mobility days, whatever. So instead of taking away from my body, you know, and depleting it, asking it to do something that seemed to be aggravating it at the time, I would replace it with the correctives that were gonna, you know, hopefully be strengthening and activating that. And I just kind of got to the point where I felt bad for like constantly trying to ask a
Can I
coach
do
or a
this
teammate
instead?
or whatever. Yeah, like,
Yeah.
hey, modifying stuff, you know, just like,
So like we talked about Cody Steele before the podcast.
Mhm.
So you're saying like, you know, like a day where you wanted to do the correctives, but maybe you want to get some drilling in, you could hit up your boy Cody.
100%.
Yeah, so
Exactly.
Stuff like that.
Like,
Okay.
so exactly.
Yeah.
So I didn't want to not do anything, but I didn't want to go in and try to run my own schedule under somebody else.
Right.
You know,
right.
So yeah, just kind of, and then being able to piece together of like, hey, I really think I need to focus on my striking for right now, or like I need to go hard on some grappling. I'm gonna just grapple this week, whatever, you know, just the freedom of schedule to be able to do so, and then the freedom of schedule to be like, yo, I'm gonna take a deload week, like I'm not gonna train at all this week. I'm just doing all recovery, mobility, whatever. But just having the luxury of that freedom to be able to do that is kind of what I was looking for, and Vegas really is a great spot for that.
Yeah, I mean, dude, I would imagine being a professional fighter. Yeah, you gotta really dial it in, man. That's gonna separate you from everyone else. What rank are you in jiu-jitsu?
Sorry,
No,
that
you're
was a
good,
giant
dude.
roll.
Yeah, no, I had that earlier. I feel you.
I'm a purple belt in jiu-jitsu.
Okay.
Which to me depends on who you're belted under, but a lot of times
For
to me, belts don't really matter that much.
No.
I've rolled with black belts that I've smashed. I've rolled with white belts that fucking smashed me, you know, just because there's dudes that never got belted in gi, you know, but they're elite level grapplers,
Well,
D1 wrestlers.
Dude, in the last like 5 years, the talent has gotten ridiculous.
Yeah, 100%. So, not that it doesn't matter, because then you have like elite level black belts, like, for, you know, and it's like, that's a different thing. That's not, yeah, I feel like the belting system is a little bit too loose and ambiguous. You know, it's like there's too much.
Yeah, there's no.
I agree with you. I agree with you.
There's
There's
too
no
much
blueprint.
room.
There's no blueprint.
Yeah,
Like if you go to a Gracie gym, they have a blueprint, but it's kind of McDojo-y, you know?
yeah, I mean, I would say instead of a blueprint, maybe just like a standard. Like there's no
Right.
like
Can you?
there's no way to measure that really.
Yeah.
Like,
Can you show me 7 throws? Can you show me like 8 submissions? Can you show me how to get out of certain positions?
and then even doing that, it's like, okay, you can show me that. Can you do it competing?
Right.
Can you, you know, yeah, how well
Then-
can you do it live? You know, what's your ability to stay relaxed? What's your, you know, so it's so multifaceted that.
But we can always throw the political part in where capitalism runs this place. So you still got to
Pay
make
for
it.
your belts.
Yeah.
And stuff. Do you guys want anything else right now? We'll
Dude,
finish-
whatever
finish-
you want to keep getting, man. All this stuff has been great.
You want to order some more? A gyoza. Is there a gyoza on the way? Yeah.
Pass me that little one since you're not gonna eat it.
I just take an empty plate and maybe like
Oh, was there?
salt water one more time. So
Yes,
that's
please.
so
Do you want anything else?
So the reason I asked that, I mean, it looks like you favor striking,
Yeah, I'm
But-
definitely much more of a striker now.
but you did tap out Darius Flowers with an arm triangle. That was like, that was really random. Like,
I don't really think of myself as
thank you.
one thing over the other, really.
Right. But
I
you're-
definitely
Thank
have
you.
a tendency to prefer striking.
Yeah.
Plus, I think it's also from an understanding
you.
of being exciting is important.
Yeah.
And I just, I
Dude,
mean,
it's
it's more fun.
I've,
It's-
I've always said that.
I love striking, bro. Like, let's fight. We're fighting.
But dude, that was like, it was so funny. Like in that fight, like, dude, the whole fight was your striking, right? And then this guy like pulls guard and you just like get over him and drop an arm triangle on him. And he was the jiu-jitsu guy.
Mhm.
And like, I was like, all right, this guy's well-rounded, man. But every fight you watch, and that was something I wanted to ask too. You mentioned being 1-0 as a pro going into Killcliff. Did you notice, because you have a lot of TKOs and KOs in your, like the start of your career, but when you got to the UFC,
Hold on. That's
Uh-oh.
my question. I have a bunch of questions, but I'm just letting you roll with them. All right, I'll jump in here.
We can put this as his question. I just want to know if the like level, like, did you notice like when you jumped to the UFC that it just got a lot harder to finish dudes because everyone's so good?
Oh yeah, I mean the UFC is the UFC for a reason.
Because you have a big, like, your big thing is, and I noticed this in a lot of your interviews, is like you're super. I don't know if it's about mindfulness or whatever, but you're really like about being in the moment. You know what I'm saying? Like your composure is amazing. So we wouldn't know if you walked into a fight with a UFC fighter and maybe you're like about to shit your pants or whatever. We wouldn't be able to tell.
My debut.
Yeah,
my UFC debut.
But you can't tell because you come in there and like a lot of fighters, like, I wouldn't call you a counter striker because you're always coming forward. You're right in front of people, man. So you would never know, like, oh, Evan looks a little scared here. You wouldn't be able to know. Like, it's beautiful.
Well,
But,
thank you.
But that's why I want to know, like, did the competition, like, did you notice that it got, once you made that jump, did it get like a lot crazier?
Absolutely. I have a theory that a lot of getting knocked out is obviously there's going to be a physiological component of like getting smashed. Like if you anybody gets hit right, they're probably going to go out.
Right.
But what makes like a Nate Diaz or
Don't ask me
Clay
about
Guida, these guys that are
Gaethje.
crazy hard to put out.
Yeah.
Right, crazy hard to put out. What makes them? Do they have a different bone structure? Or do they have like a jaw structure?
They must.
I don't think so. I think
No?
it's their brain. It's their mind.
I was gonna
Because
say,
if you
dude-
also because like to me, a lot of getting knocked out is a defense mechanism. Is your
Right.
brain being like, oh,
What's
this
the-
isn't good. I'm gonna
Love
look at all the guys that I just named too. Their cardio is amazing.
Yep.
Right. And I really believe cardio is mental. Cardio is
Big time.
completely mental. Right.
You can't run
it's
5 miles with your brain getting weak.
100%. It's like, and it's just a matter of getting to your breaking point of like, oh my God, I'm exhausted. And your
Yeah.
brain's saying, hey, stop. Like, I'm fucking done. I'm
And
tired.
you're like, nah.
And then you being stronger than your mind, right? And then grabbing a hold of it and be like, no, I got to keep going. And then just doing that to infinity. That's where you get a Marab. You know, it's like, I really don't think there's any, even Marab says this. So he's like, Joe Rogan's like, oh, it must be like a genetic thing. Like, how could you possibly have the conditioning that Marab has? Like, that's a gift.
It is.
That's a gift. But I think it's a gift of the mind. I bet it's that motherfucker has worked so hard. He has gone to his breaking point and then pushed a little bit past and redone that and done that day after day after day after day to where no other man on this planet can make him find his breaking point before they find theirs.
Right.
Because he's pushed that so far back.
So this applies to knockouts. You're not saying that you need to keep getting pushed to the point of almost being knocked out.
no,
It's just a mental thing. Like,
Your
I'm not
mental
gonna
resilience.
go down.
I want to be here.
Yeah.
Because when in your mind, if there's like a small thought in the back of your mind of like, oh my God, let me get out of here.
dude. That's tough.
Your
because-
brain's going to take that out.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh,
That's a great point, man, because I mean, look, I'm fucking around. I love Nate Diaz and Nick Diaz, like, but you know Nate when he talks is crazy. But you're absolutely right though, because those guys are kind of fearless, man.
100%.
Like there's no thought in their head that says I'm gonna get knocked out.
But do fighters on their way in, all right? Does it cross their mind? Damn, that guy's a knockout artist. There might be a chance I get knocked out. Let me work this game instead. So like, it's always in the back of your mind. I don't think someone necessarily like goes in there hoping not to get knocked out. Even like when we're talking about Fedor, like Fedor when he got knocked out by Dan Henderson. Like
Why'd you have to bring that up?
I know. But when Fedor got knocked out, like I think he was so like mentally strong, and like this age and exhaustion of time just comes into play, and you just get, and then you get a weaker jaw.
I mean,
I don't want to say
I'm
that.
sure there, but see, even this, I would almost revert back to it being like a psychological thing, is because what happened? I mean, I'm sure there's a physiological component. I'm sure that like physically, Max Holloway, for example, I bet that motherfucker he's so mentally strong when he was fighting Ilya
Yeah,
Topuria.
there was no way.
He wasn't afraid.
No, not at all.
And actually, let me take that back. I bet he was afraid. I think every single one of us are afraid because our body, that's its natural instinct. Is like, I don't want to do this. That's dangerous.
for sure.
But when you're so strong with your mind that you can say, I don't care about how dangerous this
Just
is.
keep going forward,
And yeah, exactly.
bro. Look at
And-
Gaethje. Like
Exactly.
Gaethje's just.
And I know
But-
I know you've brought that one up a few times.
But
when
I
we were
don't
talking.
think I don't think Max Holloway was thinking, oh my God, I'm looking for an out. Right. I don't think in the back of his mind he was looking. It was Ilya found the right spot
Yep.
with the right power to to put anybody out. So at a certain point, I think that, the right punch can put anybody out. It doesn't matter how mentally tough you are, and this is probably a terrible argument for all the tough guys that are like, I see red and, I'll never quit.
That's a good point. But those guys are just so technically ass that it doesn't matter.
Yeah, 100%. And that's what I mean is like, this isn't going to save you in a fight just because you think that I'm willing to die.
It might make you last 30 seconds longer than you would if you didn't have that. But
so speaking on like mental toughness, so you went and you had a 9-0 record, then you joined the UFC.
7-0.
7-0 record. You joined the UFC, and then you had those back-to-back losses. How was the mental bounce back for you? Because you're thinking, damn, I'm finally here, and then this shit happens. Did you start doubting yourself? Like, man, am I even cut out for this shit, or should I have stayed where I was? Like, what goes through your mind, and how do you bounce back?
Yeah, I didn't really care too much about the record. I wasn't worried about keeping a perfect record. I'm very aware of I'm very willing to I know losses, failure is a part of the process. I'm not afraid.
Right.
I'm not afraid to lose.
the UFC's cutthroat, though. That's
That's what's scary.
Yeah.
Is it? Even though I'm not afraid to lose per se,
like who
it does suck to be able to lose your job. Really quick.
Grant was telling us that.
No. I'm saying, like, what was it?
Grant Dawson?
Yeah.
No, you guys had Grant on.
Yeah, we had him.
Man, I love that.
I brought this
He
up
was saying,
during
like,
Scrappy.
He was worried that like once your third loss, you're gone.
Yeah,
like they
100%.
cut you.
But dude, you guys from like Missouri, because we had Johnny Eblin, Scrappy, you, Grant.
Love Johnny Evelyn.
Like, you're all from Missouri, and you guys are all nasty. I'm like, there's something in the water in Missouri, man.
Country
Like,
strong.
Yeah, country strong, baby.
But back to the point of like people getting cut. The dude that just stepped in on short notice against God, what's that guy's name? He's got a crazy name. Muhammad. He just knocked the guy out in like 30 seconds. Chris Motenho. I don't know how you say his name. Yeah, but he got cut.
Yeah. You're talking about the dude that this kid that changed his life just recently with the nasty check hooks.
Yes. And he just
what is
knocked
his
out.
Name? I forget.
It's like Wellmaker.
Yes,
Wellmaker.
yes,
Is that
Wellmaker.
it?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's dude. That dude's amazing. You know what's cool is I met him. We fought together on the Kansas City card.
Yeah.
I got to run into him. Super dope.
And then he
dude.
just fought
Super
again.
cool dude. Yeah, and then fucking smoked the dude both times.
And I think he's on another card again in like
is he
2
really?
months. Yeah.
I mean, that's what happens when you start just putting people to sleep.
But dude, his opponent dropped out. This guy takes a short notice fight. Of course, dude. Wellmaker.
Chris, his name is the guy that got cut, right?
Motinho or something.
Yeah,
something
whatever
like that.
it is.
But
the
dude,
super tough kid that fought Sean O'Malley.
Right. And this guy comes and takes a short notice fight within a week. And he was like a plus 2,500 dog. And they cut him.
Damn.
He lost and they cut him. So it speaks to the cutthroat nature of the business.
So that was the only
I'm the guy that takes those kind of fights.
After I was on a 2-fight skid, right? So I mean, mine was a little bit different in the sense of I got beat up bad my UFC debut, performed like
and
shit.
You've been jumping weight classes, right?
That one was at welterweight because it was short notice. It was like 4 days notice. And then when I fought Darius Flowers was also at welterweight because it was also on 4 days notice. But it was, that was actually really nice because there was 255ers fighting at welterweight, so.
And you guys were in elevation. You probably like being a little lighter.
Yeah. I mean, not having to cut, not having to freaking kill ourselves to make weight was nice. So, but yeah, I mean, it was only 4 days notice, so we didn't really have ample time.
Dude, that fight was 4 days notice?
Yeah, for both of us. They put together the fight super last minute. But so I lost my UFC debut, and that was actually a fight. You were saying that even if I was like shitting my pants or something, I was scared. Like couldn't tell.
No,
that was the one. I was like, dude, the UFC fucking rocked me. I was not ready for.
So would they just call you up because you were in Shamrock and they called you up and
I was getting ready to fight for an FAC title. FAC was James Krause's organization that he was affiliated with.
Right.
They've had quite a few. They've sent quite a few people to the UFC, but they were on Fight Pass and everything. So I was fighting for a title on a Fight Pass organization. So I was hoping that this would be my ticket to the UFC, but I got called up on the way to that. So I just wasn't prepared for all the lights and the professionalism, and then seeing all these people that I've idolized for my whole life, like Daniel Cormier and Paul Felder are commentating my fight, and I'm talking to Forrest Griffin, signing paperwork and stuff. And I just did a bad job mentally preparing for it. And one of the best things that ever happened to me, is like,
was the lesson to learn?
Yeah, especially that one particularly. But then I fought Nazim Sadikov, my second fight, and it was a good fight. We got fight of the night. It was very back and forth. The scorecards were actually had me up both rounds, 2-0 before I got cut in the third. And so even though I lost that one, it was a loss because it was a doctor stoppage from a cut that he inflicted or a blow that he caused. So, anyways, it felt like that was a good fight for me to be like, okay, even though I lost, I felt like I
It's a good fight.
still took a bunch of confidence from it. But I did know going into this next fight, my third fight, I knew this was it. It was like, I can't lose this one. Like if I lose this, I'm gonna get cut.
Dude,
And,
do you read comments online?
Not really. I mean, especially now, I've been like pretty much off of social media. I get on and
Dude,
share stuff on my story. But
That's got to play a part too. If you're like a person that reads a lot of social media, you're on your 2-fight losing streak.
Dude.
You're nervous. You're reading everyone saying you're done.
my UFC debut,
Dude,
there were I had so many messages being like, "Kid, you fucking suck, bro.
Yeah.
Kill yourself. You made me
Yeah.
lose
Well,
money."
dude,
Like,
I lurk Reddit a lot, and I'll tell you when I first started like looking you up and looking up into all this stuff,
there was some trash. People were just running them out.
people loved you, dude.
Oh,
They were
for
just
real? Let's
they were
go.
just saying you were a little crazy. They're like, yeah, his gas tank gets a little crazy because he goes too hard.
Yeah.
this is
Yeah,
coming
last
from
round.
like a 40-year-old guy.
Yeah,
Like, eating
yeah.
wings.
No,
on
but
the
they
couch.
were all giving you props though because
Oh,
you're an
that's
exciting
awesome, man.
fighter, right?
Let's
Like,
go.
That's why I got back to that part about you standing right in front of people. People love that. Like you're
Dude,
right.
yeah.
That's more exciting.
I think there's cameras on you. Even if you lose, you got to be a little bit exciting.
Yeah,
You want to be
for
fun
sure.
to watch. I'm like, oh yeah, I remember this guy. He fucking kicked that guy's ass.
Yep.
You get me? They'll keep putting you on.
Well, I mean, they'll cut guys that are winning,
And they're
super
boring.
and they'll keep guys that are losing that are super exciting.
Well,
you know?
dude,
So it's
even it's
good
TV
job security sometimes.
That's like a
it's TV
Bilal type
entertainment.
character.
Mm.
Like Dana obviously doesn't like Bilal, so it's
Yeah, I'm sure he just doesn't prefer him being. There's just more excited, more fan favorite, which is crazy, man.
he looked
I get it.
fantastic in
Yeah,
that last fight. Though.
yeah, 100%. Dude, I'm a big Bilal fan. I think Bilal is freaking.
I thought he won
amazing.
that fight. To be honest with you, I'm in the
Dude,
minority.
it was close. It was close.
If he had just opened up in the first 2 rounds and did like one takedown, he would have took that fight.
It's hard with somebody like Jack.
Yeah.
You guys want some more? Anything you guys want to order too?
I don't even know. I didn't really even.
that Sears.
I'm not touching that.
Yellowtail dog. That one's a little spicy.
I'm not touching that.
I didn't look at the menu too hard. I just been rolling with whatever you wanted, man.
It's all been good.
How was it? It was okay.
Everything's been great.
There's this skirt steak. If you guys
Like you
want to finish it,
You want to slap it here?
Did you guys try this at all?
Yeah, I grabbed one of them.
That's super good.
Hey,
Good.
Another question I had was, you kind of answered it, was, you remember the day that when they called you up to bring you up to the UFC? Do they call you directly or they call a manager?
My manager called me. Yeah. He said, "Hey, you want to fight in the UFC this weekend?" I said, "What the fuck? Yeah. What are you talking about?"
Or you were driving? You were home?
No, I was home. Yeah.
You're like, I'm rich. That's it.
Bro, no. I knew that wasn't happening. But actually, that's a funny story too.
Let's hear it.
my UFC debut got called up 4 days notice. Whirlwind. It was like so crazy. I had to figure out flights. I had an hour and a half phone call with USADA, get in the drug testing pool and understand how things were working while I was trying to pack and then leave the next day. My flight got delayed. I had 3 medicals to do the day I got there. The first one I had to do, I missed the first one because my flight got delayed. So I missed the first one. So I went straight to my eye exam. They dilated my eyes. My phone's insane blown up because it's getting announced I'm finally in the UFC or whatever. I can't even see my phone. And then I go and have like an MRI of my head. I had to lay in like a MRI machine for like 30 minutes, just freaking all claustrophobic and stuff. Freaking scanning my brain. Told me there wasn't nothing there. No, I'm just playing. But and then I had to go get the physical, the one I missed early in the day. And then the next day I had to do like poster signings and like equipment check and all this stuff. And then I still had to train and make weight. And, so it was just so much. It was so fast. And then all of a sudden I was like, holy shit, I got to fight. Like before I was like, I forgot all about this part. Like, I think that's probably why I kind of like shit the bed on with like feeling nervous and everything.
Right.
And
Didn't have
But
time.
that's a lot of like new shit you experienced.
Dude,
how- and I
but
just
then
found
after
like,
the fight, so the Preston Parsons beat the crap out of
Dude,
me. I had 20 stitches in my face.
Jeez.
And my face is all swollen, and I'm looking at my phone. Look, I got an email, like Zufo, like the breakdown of the pay, and it was like after I took out all my
God.
my
Medical
medicals, and then I lost, so I only got half my check, and I was like, this is all I left with. But it was better than that because then you get your other stuff that you get other paychecks and stuff.
They don't make any of that easy, man. Like my biggest thing, I was like, man, if I ever went pro, I would hate to have a guy staring at me peeing. Because they watch you, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like they make you pull it out and look right at you. I'm like, dude, I'm mad pee shy. I'd be like, I guess I'm getting kicked out. I can't get anything out. Like that to me has always been the like, yeah, give me an MRI, dilate my eyes, but don't watch me pee, man.
Yeah, it is weird. It's something to get used to, but now I'm just like talking to the dude. Like, so.
I don't know. I think
do they give you the same guy every time so you be
Nah, it's different. Yeah, it's different sometimes, but
since
sometimes I'll fake a hand injury, have him hold it. I'm playing.
That's a good one. No, you should, man.
See,
I can't really get the pants down.
Evan, since you are religious, a Christian man.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have mercy in the cage?
I have a big problem with. It was really hard for me for a little while. It was actually, I really kind of got deep into my faith on my own around, I guess I was probably 22, 22 or 23, whenever I really started kind of like getting into the Bible. And I had always had a deep belief in God. Ever since I was little, like it just made sense to me. My family isn't really religious. I have some family members that are very religious. And then my immediate family, we didn't really every once in a while we'd go to church, like Easter and Christmas and stuff like that. But not too many, not very practicing, and so anyways, I'd always known about God, because I had family members that had, talked and whatnot. So I remember ever since I was little, ever since I was like 6 years old, ever since I got this dream on my heart to be UFC world champion, I felt like, oh yeah, this is God's purpose for me. Like this is my, so it just always made sense. I was but whenever I was at Killcliff, Nate Marquardt, actually, you guys know the UFC fighter, Nate Marquardt, freaking legend. Come on.
Killed Tyron Woodley.
And, he
got killed by Tyron Woodley. Why do I keep mixing that up?
No. He killed Tyron Woodley.
He did kill Tyron.
Yeah.
Okay, so I had it right. It was a 20, yeah, all right, cool.
Strike Force, I believe.
It was the 20-piece combo, right?
I think it was just a nasty elbow on the cage.
No, he was against the cage. He hit him with an uppercut, hit him with a hook.
Oh, was it?
He went down with 8 strikes.
Oh, wow.
I keep mixing it up.
The physique on that guy.
No, Nate was a monster, though.
Bro, he's legitimately one of the most amazing human beings I've ever met.
Yeah,
I figured.
He's
super religious
salt
guy?
of the earth. Oh yeah, very. But he actually started running a Bible study at Killcliff after practice on Monday, and I was
remember seeing that.
I've always believed in God.
They still run that, right?
Let me just hang out, right?
Yeah. I was like, and it's great. It'd be cool to get to spend more time with the guys on the team, whatever, And what's amazing is God works in such amazing ways that I looked up to Nate so much. Like I was like amazing, that I was like, oh man, what an amazing opportunity to get to even just pick Nate's brain and see what he thinks about, but also learn about this stuff that I feel like I believe in. I'm like, oh, what does this book even say? I never even really kind of looked into it. So weirdly enough, he had me start with this isn't the weird part, but he had me start with reading the Gospels when Jesus Christ was on earth. And it was I remember the first time I started reading it, I started crying almost. It was just weird. It felt like it touched my heart in a special way. And I felt like I knew it all already. And later on, I come to find out that in the Bible, it says that God wrote his law in our heart, so we pretty much already know the Bible. That's our natural intuition.
I mean, dude, you got a feeling of what's good and what's bad, right?
That's the Holy Spirit convicting us, to letting us know if we're, spiritually doing something, right or wrong. So, anyways, yeah. So that's basically where I started is, I started learning. And even whenever I started learning about the Bible, I was very skeptical. I was like, I didn't believe it. I just thought oh, this is just just another book to read that, get some good information and knowledge out of. And obviously the stuff wouldn't be real. It's stuff that, that's defying our understanding of the universe.
Right.
And, but
yeah, I mean,
crazy enough.
Guy coming back to life will trip you out.
Yeah. Crazy enough. I didn't even, I went a long time without, with looking at it. Do you guys want to order anything else? Do you guys want?
If you want anything else, dude,
whatever you guys. You want some more, Jay? You just ordered some? Okay. You guys want some more? How hungry are you?
I mean, I could eat forever, man.
Okay. Well, let's
look at us. Look at us.
Former UFC fighters.
Let's go. And we know how to eat.
Ultimate Fat Championship.
Did you guys like the salmon with the avocado and stuff?
Yeah,
like
that was really good.
Yeah,
that
was
was actually
good.
really good.
There was another one beside it, tuna bomb. Did you
That shit was
really
good.
liked it?
Yeah, it was good. It was good.
Okay.
I'm not sure if I had that one or
Joanna.
not.
Can we get like
Get a picture.
let's get 3 more of
It's
each.
skinny.
3 sake loco,
Yeah.
3 tuna bomb, please.
Look good.
Yeah, look good.
And I think that'll be good for now. We'll chill with that. We'll see how
We'll make it fit.
Thank you. Where are we at? Oh, dude, actually, funny enough though, so I was back home in Missouri. I was staying with Grant Dawson. I went to I was training out at Glory, and
Okay.
this is really, I think, the first time. No, it's not the first time I met Grant. I had been out there to train at Glory before, and but I was driving back and forth. My grandma actually was going through chemo. She had cancer, and I wanted to be back home to be close enough, but I needed to be training. I had a fight coming up and stuff. So I went out to Glory, which was only about 4 hours away, so I could drive home every weekend and see my grandma and stuff. And, but I would always just like watch YouTube videos and listen to podcasts, audiobooks, whatever, while I was driving. And, I remember I was watching a YouTube video on the pyramids, and it was just like, it was a series on National Geographic or something like that, or the History Channel, I think. But it was like a 3-part series, and it was just amazing, right? You know, like the pyramids are one of the great wonders of the world, right? And but it really removed this barrier in my mind of really believing that I actually understand anything, because it was like the people that understand the most about these pyramids were saying that like we don't have an
We don't know
explanation for
anything.
this. Like we don't understand. And it made me for the first time in my life, not the first time in my life, but at least the first time in my life, it pertaining towards just everything in the world, like the grandness of the world, that I kind of removed this arrogance of like thinking that I really knew anything.
Yeah, you don't have
And
all
I was
the
like,
answers.
wow, we don't really know that much about this place. And it made me just start approaching everything with this level of open-mindedness of like, what if, bro, who knows? Just who knows, you know? And so I started taking that open-mindedness to the Bible study of just like, because like I said, ever since I started to read the Bible, I was like, obviously this stuff's not real. And once I started taking that open-mindedness to it, dude, it started making way more sense.
You're like, maybe, right?
Who knows, man? Like, who knows? And if it is the way it is, then it all makes sense.
And dude, at the end of
it really does. But it was that level. It took that,
dude,
that open-mindedness.
Do you feel like that that faith, like having that faith in an outside entity, knowing that you're handled, it takes a lot off of your plate. You know what I'm saying? Like,
man. It's everything, dude. It's not just from fighting, but life. You know?
Right.
It's like man, I don't know how people get through life without it, dude.
Yeah, dude. If you don't believe in anything, it's tough to wake up every day when you think about it, man. Like, man, you wake up the next day. What if what if everything goes wrong today? But if you're waking up and going, hey, this guy's got me. God's got me. Jesus got me. Like, it's one less thing to worry about, man. And what's really wrong about being a good person at the end of the day, which is a lot of what that's preaching.
100%. And, and unfortunately, there's so many faults and flaws with religion. And, that's one of my big things is that,
too many things get tied up in it.
Well, it's run by people, just like anything. People are inherently flawed. And that's one of the biggest things that we learn in the Bible is that people, no matter how good you try, we will never be perfect. Right. There's only one. Jesus is the only man that's ever walked this earth that's perfect. And, but he came to set an example for us to follow in order to strive to live the best life that we can. And, it's not about being perfect, but it is about trying to be better, all the time. But unfortunately, since we aren't perfect, there's always a room for error and malevolence and just wickedness, like wanting to take advantage of people and greed and lust and envy, whatever. And just with anything run by people, most, just like any other organization or corporation or, religion or anything is all run by people, and we're all faulty, so my biggest thing is just like, don't follow people, follow Jesus, man. Don't worry about it's build your relationship with God.
Dude, those mega churches and stuff, like it's all you're like,
yeah,
dude. My mom fell for that. She has multiple sclerosis, and we waited outside of back then it was a Miami Arena, Joel Osteen.
Oh yeah,
he was running, but he was back in that phase where he was like hitting people, and they were, I'm healed. And dude, I'm like 8 years old. I'm thinking, oh man, my mom's gonna get healed. That fucked me up because I'm like, oh, is God not real? You know, that was like a real trial and tribulation
That's
for me. But again, like you
money
said,
hungry. The people just they ruin things.
Yeah. I mean, dude,
So
it's good to give people hope, but at the same time, you know why they're doing it.
So in the case you do show mercy to your opponent,
I can't believe we went
way
all
off
about that. I forgot all about that, dog. No. So where I was going with that
is that where the human factor comes in? And you're like,
well, dude, I mean, here's the thing too, is that I really believe. So here was my dilemma was whenever I first started, it was actually after I kind of came with that open-mindedness of like, wow, man, like, dude, it hit me. The Bible was hitting me completely different of like, it wasn't just a story to read. I was like, dude, what if it like, is this real? Like, and, anyways, I had always believed my purpose was just to positively impact the world and other people's lives as much as possible. And, I started really questioning. I'm like, that's like the complete opposite of what my job is. Like, am I doing the wrong thing? And I really, dude, for like 2 or 3 weeks, I was like ate up about it. Like, I didn't know if I should stop fighting. I was thinking about like, should I be doing something else? And God put it on my heart that like, absolutely not. You're doing exactly what I need you to. And what he really put on my heart was that, I need you to be the strongest warrior on the front lines of the good side when push comes to shove to stand up against evil in this world. And you're doing exactly what you're supposed to be doing,
dude. That was pretty close to what Scrappy said.
For real.
Yeah, I swear to God.
I mean, I think it's a revelation that a lot of us have is just that dude, everything in life it works in this sense of duality of like we only understand things because they're opposites, right?
Yep.
Like as cliche as this is. We only understand good because there is bad, right? The
100, yeah.
Not to mention, dude, you put yourself through the fire day in and day out. Like you guys are doing probably one of the hardest things on earth, as far as mentally and physically. Like,
yeah, I mean, the suffering is a great tool. You learn a lot about yourself, right?
100%.
And so where I was going with all of that was really my understanding of what love is a lot different now. It's not this surface level of feel good, do whatever you want to be happy. It's I mean, it's freedom, dude. It's freedom. Like God gave us the free will to be able to decide whether or not we want to choose to love him or not. And with that free will, we have the ability to choose to go another direction and to do real evil.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, that's the price of our free will. And but Alan Watts has an amazing quote that's like, for every increase in consciousness, there's a price to be paid. One cannot be more susceptible to pleasure without being more susceptible to pain. And it's because of that duality, right? We can only know goodness. We can only know good to the level in which we're willing to understand suffering.
Yep.
Right. So the deeper that I can understand suffering, the greater that I can understand good. So if you want to understand the good things of this life and get the most out of this experience, I have to fucking dig into suffering. I have to put myself in the fire and be willing to endure and withstand as much suffering as I could possibly, as much suffering as I can possibly, endure to be able to understand good to the level that I want to,
Right.
So, the more you're willing to suffer, the greater life you're going to have. And which is amazing to me, I think is like, as unbelievably horrific as the death of Jesus Christ was, the only perfect man that ever walked on earth to be brutally murdered. While he was in the agonizing pain and the deepest form of his suffering, not just physically, but he was betrayed by the people that he loved and disciples that he had been with acted like they didn't know him, and he felt disconnected from God. And in the middle of all this suffering, he accomplished the greatest thing that's ever happened on earth, was to
die for our sins.
To die for our sins, man. And it was the greatest act of love in the deepest form of suffering. It was like at the simultaneous.
To your point, you get a different understanding of love, man. It's about sacrifice instead of just getting that good feeling.
Yeah. and servitude to others. I feel
Yeah.
like a lot of times
Big
is like
time.
servitude towards a greater goal
Yes.
of like it's much bigger than just ourselves. Yeah.
So it's safe to say you do show mercy to your opponent.
Absolutely not. He's teaching
Unfortunately,
them a lesson so they can get better.
The amazing thing in the cage is that, knock on wood, and I hope that
Nothing really.
nothing
Terrible has
horrible
happened.
ever happens. But that's the thing with life, man, is like we're never promised anything. Like
No.
I could fucking trip and break my neck walking out of this plate. There's probably, people get worried all the time about like how dangerous fighting is, but it's like, dude, we get in a fucking metal box and fly down the highway going 80 miles an hour every single day. There's an insane amount more deaths happen from car accidents than they do in the cage.
Big time.
What I think I think that's a limitation set on us by our ego to keep us safe from trying to dig into suffering, and not have to push ourselves to play life safe and to keep it small. And unfortunately, we pay the price of not living an amazing life because of that, because like we were saying, your ability to willingly endure suffering, willingly or unwillingly, but your ability to know and understand suffering directly relates to the level in which you can enjoy anything.
Yeah.
So it's like, if you really want to enjoy and get the most out of life, it's going to depend on how willing you're going to be able to confront and face suffering. So our ego will try to keep us comfortable and keep us away from that suffering and pretend like it's happiness, and that's where we get like the surface level happiness and love, of like not sacrifice.
I mean, let me ask you: if you weren't a professional UFC fighter today, what other profession would you be doing now?
If I had to choose right now,
Yeah,
it would be. I would imagine it would have to do something with. I'm incredibly inspired now to try to help people find their why in life. Of like, because oh heck yeah, let's go. Thank you, buddy. Did you guys want any? Did you want any of this? I forgot you didn't go. My bad.
Yeah.
You want any? No. Did you try these? Yeah, I put a couple over there. Did you try? Did you like them? Yeah. Okay. Well, dig in, boys.
Those ones with the avocado are nice.
Dude, these are my
Yeah.
favorite. Sake
Did
Loco
we have
tuna
these?
bomb.
This is new?
We did.
I don't think I tried one of those.
Yeah, check one of those out. Those are
Let me
banging.
wreck one of these. on
those
the
are really
other
good.
side.
You didn't eat this one.
No, you didn't eat that one. I had like 2 of those.
No,
Yeah, here
you
we
gotta.
go.
Yeah, bro, don't eat anything you guys don't want. I'll smash that.
Just don't look at him.
Hey, listen.
Just, please don't.
Look at the mic. look at the.
That's all from
It's-
you, dude.
That's hilarious.
You'll be like a
Yeah, I mean,
counselor, like a
so
positive.
whenever I was younger, I went to college for like 12 minutes and then decided I wasn't going to do that anymore. So I went for 1 semester, but the only other thing I've ever wanted to do, and back in the day, was to be a special education teacher. Apparently that runs in the family because my whole family, not special ed, but maybe that too. But I have 2 sisters. Our other sister, she works for a company that helps people that have disabilities, and she actually does the same thing. And so I guess maybe for some reason that's something that's near and dear to our heart, But that was the only thing I've ever really kind of wanted to do other than fighting. But now it would definitely to be something to do with just self-development of like, I really think that like I said, I've always believed my purpose is to positively impact the world and other people's lives as much as possible. And, just to love and care for others. And I think one of the best things that we can do that is to better ourselves, to be the greatest version of ourselves, to ultimately have more to give back to the world. And the more that you understand yourself, the more that you confront the suffering. Because I think that's what that is like anytime we get to understand ourselves more, we get exposed to all these faults and weaknesses that we have as human beings, because it's inevitable. Every single one. I mean, I think it's easy for us to admit that none of us are perfect,
Right.
And if you're not perfect, then there's something you could be working on, and working on those things will directly translate to the overall quality of your life and the life of those around you. Because whether we like to admit it, we all have an impact on the people and the environment that we're in.
Yeah,
so
for sure.
Well spoken, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it would probably, I'm actually going to try to work on developing some sort of social media, probably not like an Instagram. I really don't like Instagram.
Dude, I'm so ready to pull that fucking plug.
Yeah.
Like, I hate it.
He sends me 800 reels a day.
Yeah, dude, it's addictive.
Dude, but that's all it is. Is people just forward me shit and I just forward it to other people and it's exhausting.
Hey, bro, I mean, it's not like, and it's just like anything else. It's a tool.
It's just becoming a, never
That's
mind.
the problem.
I was
Trying to
like,
run a
it's becoming
podcast and not do that.
Like,
well, that's another thing is, I mean, that's one of I was just thinking about this the other day, being here. It's called Sin City for a reason, right? But it's, what I was thinking was, I don't really have too much of a problem with avoiding, I'm absolutely by no means a perfect person.
Yeah.
But I don't have a hard time avoiding like the going out, partying, stuff like that, just because it doesn't really deeply align with what I'm trying to do. So, but what I was thinking was, Sin City makes so much sense because any one of your desires,
it's all here.
Any simple desire that you could want, is right here. You're only 1 second away from making a bad decision over the place.
There's temptation like in every corner.
Temptation, just like on Instagram, what you were just saying, right? It's like it turns into just temptation.
I mean, dude, you could make Instagram just out of Vegas.
Bro, yeah.
All the stuff on the
you heard that quote from Oscar Wilde? I could resist everything but temptation.
Yeah, no, I haven't heard that actually. That's really good.
And I was like, fuck, spot on. Like, I hate opening it. Like, one of my guys was sending me like some girl fucking twerking or whatever. And I'm like, huh. I stay on it for those 3 seconds.
Now you're
I go back to my feed. It's all asses.
That's the worst part,
brother.
Real.
Then my wife's like, it's disgusting. I go,
well, I mean,
I don't mean to.
I got disgusted with myself with like just being around. And, it's like, it's weird if like I'm getting on Instagram and like don't want people to see what's all over my feed.
Right.
So I'm just like, okay, obviously that's a problem. Like I need to fix it.
Dude, I
just started going through and
I hold my fucking phone like
you can click on the 3 dots and put like not interested or whatever.
Yeah, that's what I do.
I thought you were talking about
that. Just got to do.
Even worse than that, you can click on the 3 dots and see what everyone's looking at now.
What?
Then in the corner, it pops up and tells people what you liked and whatnot. Now, where you commented,
dude, there was
really. So you can go see like what I liked. Really?
Let me tell you.
Hold
on.
Yeah.
Huh. What was that? The MMA girl in Utah that I was like really liking.
Oh, Katniss.
Yeah. So that girl Katniss.
I don't think that's her name. I think it's her nickname. I can't remember.
Oh, you're talking about Caitlin.
Caitlin something. Yeah.
She's really pretty. I mean,
she's
not to me anymore.
She goes like Caitlin Katniss, but like I don't know what her actual last name is.
But why can't I think of Caitlin's name?
I forgot what she posted.
Yeah, he lost temptation.
And then I put like I had a human moment.
He did this on our page too.
I put like a heart or a fire or something.
He said, "Why so pretty?" or something like that.
Oh, it was like so pretty.
Yeah.
Right. And then that fucking update happened, and then my wife screenshots it and sends it to me. And she's like, "Oh, so pretty, huh?" And I was like, I don't think that was me.
Damn.
And I was like, I think Dan was in my profile. No, I know who this is. And I was like, I'm an idiot. I'm sorry. I love you. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Lord.
it's bad.
So, dude, I don't even like anything anymore because like it shows you like what you're liking.
It's bad in every way because I like to troll people. So I'll send my boys like, dude.
All his stuff is like it's all gay shit.
It was literally like today. Even it was a big bear eating a pizza, and they put it as a Papa John's commercial to like hit you with it.
This guy needs Christ, bro.
You guys sticking around Sunday? You can come to church with me.
No, I mean, dude,
I saw that pizza, the Papa John's. I'm like, what is this? I didn't even know.
But my boys all know. They're like, I'm not clicking that.
Yeah.
But now my algorithm
shows you.
What is it showing me on my For You page? God, it's horrible.
Jokes on you.
All those bears. All those bears.
I trolled myself. It's just hilarious.
Did you ever have a 9 to 5 before your?
I've worked a couple jobs of like I was Ubering for a while during the pandemic. I feel like that's a great job for fighters just because it works around your training schedule really well because you can just turn it on and off.
Yeah.
So you go to training, freaking go Uber for a little while, go back to training, go Uber for a little while. And for me, I was really just doing it on the weekends mostly. I would do Friday, Saturday, Friday night, all of Saturday, and just work for like, I was working like 8 hours. I would work like 16 hours in the 2 days. I would work like all the way through the night on Friday.
I know some
And
people
then-
that bank on that on the weekends.
I was
It's just like-
making like I was trying to make like $400 a weekend, just like
Because right when you drop
it's
off,
not
you're
bad.
picking up.
for like 16 hours,
Yeah.
So, and of course that's pre-tax.
You were doing that in Missouri?
Florida. Yeah, no,
Yeah, that's
bro,
not
I wouldn't
bad
be able
either.
to do that in Missouri. Wouldn't be
That's
able
what I was
to
gonna say.
It'd
Like,
be like one Uber trip a day.
Like if you were doing it here, I gotta imagine these guys make bank.
I bet they do really well here. I bet it's especially if you got like
Dude.
something that's like insanely good gas mileage and stuff,
Yeah,
like
for sure.
even just like
Dude,
an electric vehicle.
As soon as they're dropping us off, there's other
Picking
people getting
someone
inside their
else.
car.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, I mean it's I mean they're incredibly smart with what they're doing. That's for sure.
What other jobs have you done?
Our dad was a general manager of a Qdoba. Do you guys know Qdoba?
Yeah. They just opened
Yeah.
one by
What is that?
Yeah, it's like a Chipotle.
It's a Chipotle, yeah.
So
Oh, okay.
yeah, there's some places, but not everywhere. So
Yeah. They finally got down to South Florida though.
I've never seen it.
Yeah, there's one in right across from Chung Man. They just opened it.
I'll check
right
it out.
across.
Is
the-
it
just
good?
like a
Is it
Chipotle.
good?
Yeah, I like it.
It's
Alright.
good. It's good.
But I would work there in summers, like during school and stuff. And then whenever I moved back, so whenever I was 19, I moved to California. Speaking of Nate Diaz, I trained with the Diaz brothers.
Yeah.
in
Oh,
California
dude,
for about
how
a
was
year and a half.
that?
It was amazing, bro.
You train with them or like the whole scrap pack?
All of them. I mean, it was Nate's gym. It was a Nick Diaz Academy in Stockton, but it was Nate's gym.
Yeah.
Nick already had a chain of gyms, so Nate just opened one. Plus, Nate is a giant supporter of his brother. Always,
Yeah, big
anytime. That's so dope.
I love
dude.
that
It's-
about
it's
them,
so
yeah.
dope.
That's the way it should be.
Yeah, bro. I mean, it's cool that anytime he's on the mic, bro, he's like, and Nick Diaz is the best fighter in the world. You
Yeah.
know, like, bro, that's just so dope. Anyways, I trained out there for like a year. And thank you. It was an amazing experience. It was so sick. It was cool. And it was like my first it was my first time moving away from home. First experience of high level training. And
Thank you so much.
thank you.
Were you
what's his
starstruck by them?
Oh yeah, whenever I first got out there, I mean, it was crazy. I mean, it was just, I was like, hardly ever met any UFC fighters, So it was like, anytime I was around, I was like, nice.
Did you get to roll with them right away? Train with them?
I got to roll with them a couple times. I did a lot of, not really with Nate. I was gonna say I did a lot of striking and stuff. I ended up like coaching like a striking class and stuff out there for just like, for everybody at the gym, whatever, while I was there. But, Nate was actually gone. Oh, that's what it was. I was trying to think. Nate was gone the first like 3 months I was there. He had just got shoulder surgery. Actually, you know what? Cool story for you guys real quick. Since we were talking about the the mental toughness thing earlier, right? I was 19. Maybe I just turned 20. 19, maybe 20 whenever I was out there. And Nate was gone for 3 months. Like I never saw him at the gym. But he had just had shoulder surgery whenever I got out there. So he came back after 3 months and he was pretty big. He was out of shape. Like he was like definitely at least
He's fucking
200
tall, right?
pounds. Yeah. Maybe more. And yeah, because he's like 6'1", 6'2". He's a tall dude.
Jeez, he's a
big
tall and
guy.
lanky, or
Yeah,
he's pretty. He's solid, right?
Yeah.
He's bigger than he seems for sure, like on TV. But I remember the first day back, bro. We got in. They used to have, they had mats and then a boxing ring, and they did all their sparring in the boxing ring, and it was like real boxing sparring. They put on headgear, Vaseline up, lace up gloves, taper gloves, like a fight. Like it was like you're having like a boxing fight, and you do 3 to 5 rounds with the same person. And anyways, dude, Nate's first day back, he gets in and goes like, usually one guy, like one group, so 2 guys, right? They'll do 3 to 5 rounds and you're fucking smoked and you get out, right? And then the next couple guys go. Everybody watches and you get a little bit of extra pressure because everybody in the gym is watching and everything else, whatever. Nate does like 15 rounds the first day he gets back. And like, bro, I mean, we make 3 or 5 rounds, right? Like we make like 3 or 5 rounds and he does like 15. And this dude was so visibly exhausted. Like, I mean, like, bro, he was big and out of shape and like, bro, working, and he would be like, and then he would literally take a step back and just be like, fuck that, I'm not tired. And it would just, it would just be like a whole new gear. Bop, 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 bop. And then a little bit later, a
That's
minute
so
or two
cool.
later,
That's so cool.
just exhausted. And he would literally out loud, yeah, fuck that shit, I ain't tired. And, but he was just convincing himself. And then you could literally see like, oh, this motherfucker's just telling himself that he's not tired.
Yeah.
And he's not. All of a sudden he's
Oh,
not.
does that shit work?
It worked.
That was the first glimpse into the mind that like really set off this whole cascade of like, for me, like everything's mental. Everything's mental. I was like, I can literally see how exhausted this guy is. And all of a sudden he's not. Just because he said he wasn't. I was like, what is that?
Just pushing through.
What is that? And it's just mental toughness. That's why I'm like, conditioning is 100% mental. And that's why also a lot of these guys, bro, there's some dudes with work ethics that would make you shit your pants because you're like, that dude's not like, what are you? Like,
right.
Like, I know you're feeling exhausted. I know you're hurt. I know your leg is destroyed. I know you're just in the hurt locker.
Besides Nate, have you seen somebody just keep going and going and going and
I've
going?
seen a lot of guys like that with, in the gym, especially.
Yeah.
But in the fight, it's even harder because it's like magnified by 10 because all the pressure and the nerves and the ferocious, like the intensity of
even
the fight.
the guy you're fighting, right? Like, you throw a lot of leg kicks, man, and they're tearing people up, but you're looking at these guys like, why isn't he like looking like he's limping or anything,
He was
right?
tough, bro. Gage Young, man. I thought, I was really confident in the way my striking was feeling, like in the fight. And I thought for sure I was just going to the well with the left body kick and the right low kick because I was like, bro, you're gonna start feeling these for sure.
And he wasn't showing
bro,
it.
He didn't show it, man.
But I'm sure he went home at night and went,
the next day, I mean, my legs were trash
from kicking
knees, kicking elbows, him kicking me, whatever. So, yeah, everybody loses in a fight. Yeah, nobody wins.
Definitely not.
I like that. I like that.
Everybody loses in a fight for sure.
So
I never heard that before.
don't want to take up too much of your time. I mean, how much you got left, Ricky? I know you had your list of questions there.
I just have the main one I ask at the end.
So for me, I mean, dude, you've had quite a few fights. Is there any particular fight you're interested in right now? I know a lot of you guys will just say, throw me whoever, but like, is there anyone you looked at like stylistically that you'd want to match up with that would maybe take you to the next level, get you in that title mix?
Well, I'm a long way off from a title, but like top 15.
I mean, you're in a stacked division.
Yeah,
I mean,
and that's part of the reason. Like
but all it takes is one fight in that division.
Well, I think one fight when you're in the right position.
Right.
You know, you can't be 3-3 and then all of a sudden have a great performance, be 4-3 and be like, I'm fighting for the belt, dog. Like, but
you could.
You know, I'm on a 3-5 win streak.
And you're entertaining,
and you know, so I do think I'm 1 or 2 fights away from knocking on the door of top 15, which then is when all the big fights happen. You know, it's like that's important stuff.
You don't want to fight Grant, right?
Nah, I mean, for one, I'll be honest with you. I mean, Grant's a bad matchup for me. Bro, Grant's my guy.
Dude, I keep forgetting that when we met Grant, he was tall, right?
He was what?
He was tall.
I think he's built. You guys are built kind of the same.
Yeah. No, I mean, yeah, we're pretty similar build.
He was just skinny. Like, damn, I don't remember.
He's big though.
Yeah.
He
was like deep cutting when we talked to him,
bro.
Yeah, he was probably really skinny then.
We went to this.
Oh man, I can't believe you guys did this while you're cutting weight. Like that's hard to do.
Watch the
I don't want
episode.
to say this out loud, but like we did it before the Bobby Green fight, so I don't know.
That wasn't our fault. That wasn't our fault. He ordered this behemoth of a burger, and L was telling us that he didn't eat all day just to eat that burger.
Yeah.
It was called Picanha Grill. Delicious. And I sent me down in
3
Florida.
bites, dude.
3 bites, done.
Yeah, he's a foodie. Grant's a foodie. He loves
3 bites, gone.
I don't know how that dude ever made 145. He's huge.
Yeah, that's crazy.
He's a big dude.
That's what I'm saying. He's tall, right? He's tall.
He's at least my size, maybe an inch taller.
I was gonna say like you guys are very similar size.
5'10", 5'11",
yeah, very similar size.
But he's thick.
Yeah.
But no, I definitely don't want to fight Grant. Just for also just because I knew Gage a little bit. It's not like we were great friends or nothing like that, but
you like trained
together. We were really cool. You know,
yeah.
like I mean, I feel like me and Gage had a real cool relationship, whatever.
Dude, we were talking about that in the car. Like, I know sometimes you don't want to fight your own teammate or somebody you know, but fuck, like you guys are living. This is what you do for a living.
Yeah,
or like,
gotta do
bro,
it.
like I need this. I'm sorry, man. Like I have a family and.
Well, just like with that fight with me and Gage, right away. So my manager called me and told me whenever my previous opponent had to pull out, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, dude, my fight's probably gonna fall through." I'm like a week away from.
And you got that fight on kind of a short notice too.
I ended up taking. I believe the original matchup was, Mitch Ramirez versus Ahmad Hassanzada.
Right. And then
Mitch
you were going to
Ramirez fell
fight
out.
Ahmad.
Yep. And then
Yeah.
I was going to fight Ahmad Hassanzada. And then Ahmad Hassanzada fell out. And then they put in Gage.
That's wild.
And so yeah, but I mean, right away I was like, oh my God, dude, that's fucking amazing. I was so hyped for Gage because I was, dude, what an amazing, like,
Yeah, you got called up for that fight, right?
got the call to the UFC, which is enormous.
That was his debut.
Yeah. And
that was kind of a nasty matchup when you looked at it because it was like, oh man, you went from Ahmad. Now Gage has got a pretty good, like,
I think
striking
Gage was
game.
a harder fight, in my opinion.
Well, and on a short notice.
That was a good fight.
Yeah. And Gage was getting ready for a fight. He was supposed to fight the next weekend. So
Yeah.
I knew he was going to be in shape. And speaking of that mindset, dude, Gage is a mental monster. He's got a really, really tough mind. That's why he wasn't breaking in the fight. I really think a lot of those shots I was hitting him with like would have really affected a lot of people. But
I mean, back to Reddit, dude, people were saying like your leg kicks were disgusting. They were like, yo, this man's putting too much power. He's got to save it for the last round. Like back to what I was telling you, where people were like, God, he's so good, but like save the cardio.
Bro, that's a whole nother discussion of managing gas tank and stuff and being part of the fight.
But it's hard. If you feel like you're gonna finish a guy, why would you pull back?
Saying, I mean, like, what if you're saving your gas tank and you get knocked out?
Right.
Like,
and you could have knocked him out.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, I'm just like, bro, I would rather.
Dude,
I'm gonna empty the tank.
Yeah.
Don't read any comments on.
That's what I'm
IG
here
or
for.
Bro,
Reddit.
I literally, I mean, I hate to be this way because it's funny because I really do believe I care deeply about, I don't have to know you to love you. Like I really care about people. And, I just do not care at all about what anybody has to say, especially
But that's
online.
good. You have
of
to
like,
do that,
bro,
yeah.
100%. Like I can't worry about like,
You
dude,
can't just sleep over that.
for
man.
one, I bet if we were in person, that person wouldn't
Absolutely
talk
not.
100%, they wouldn't say anything.
But
They
like I
wouldn't say
said,
that,
I
you know?
will say I didn't see anyone talking any trash about you.
Thank you, bro. That's awesome. I love to hear that.
And
But,
Reddit is one of the most toxic places on earth, so it's a good thing.
Yeah, it's
But-
all good.
But I mean, to drive it back, is there any matchup you'd like?
Oh,
you-
yeah,
one
I'm
that
sorry.
would kick you up to the next level?
yeah, I wouldn't want to fight Grant because thinking about whenever I thought about having to fight Gage, I was like, man, that kind of sucks, bro. Because like, I mean, dude, it's life or death in there. Like, I'm trying to kill you before you kill me,
Right.
like for real.
Yeah.
Like, and to go back real quick earlier, we were talking about like
Mercy and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of like, no, I don't have any mercy at all. Because I don't expect you to have mercy on me.
Right.
Like I like, and this is, I really look at the Octagon as like, this is my, like, we're being forged in here. Like
Yep.
we are testing ourselves. This is my opportunity to truly test myself and to be the greatest version of myself. I expect you to be the best version of yourself, to test me as much as possible, to make me grow as much as possible, whether I win or lose.
You're two guys that know you could disable each other or kill each other. Like, you're right. No one really
Yeah,
looks
so
at it
they-
that way, but
Dude,
end of the
you
day.
you land a hard fucking head kick on somebody, like it shit'll change your life, bro.
Yeah.
Like it really, like you get like a really bad concussion.
Yep.
You're breaking bones, like you're tearing ACLs, like bro, it's not a game. Like it's a sport, but it's not a game.
so Grant's in like the top 10 now, right? Or did
yeah,
he
he's
break?
actually he just got moved up to top 13.
Okay,
Yeah.
so yeah, he's 13.
Yeah, I wouldn't want that. I mean, ideal matchup. I don't really have one right now, as much as you probably don't like this answer.
No, I
But
don't.
just because
I like
I'm-
the real one.
I'm in a position where there's so many different matchups for me. They could give me somebody off the contender series. They could give me somebody.
But that's scary too, man. I like those contender guys. They're sleepers sometimes, man.
Yeah, sometimes. I mean,
Didn't that Wellmaker dude come off the contender series?
Yeah, I mean, they have a ton of guys now that are. I mean, shoot, they have a couple champs, a couple people that have become champs. Sean
And what?
O'Malley was champ.
Peyton Talbot, didn't he come off of that too?
I'm pretty sure.
And
I mean, they have a ton of guys that are. I mean, dude, they sign almost 40 people a free season.
and
something like that,
they
you know?
said they're
So
going to do even more now.
That's crazy.
they were
I
gonna
can't
do-
believe that. They're gonna have to like do
I think he
more
said.
fights or
I
something.
think Dana was saying with like the Netflix deal, they're going to kick up the contender series even more.
That's why.
Bro, I don't even really know that much about that. Is that official? Like, are they?
It's as official as it's going to get without them saying it.
This is the first time in my life that I'm actually full from sushi.
Bro, banging.
It's the most sushi I've eaten in my life, dude.
I
Like,
love this place, man.
you guys changed my life because I wasn't a sushi guy until
Let's go.
the last
This
like
is
3
good.
episodes.
Everybody gonna find out. Shout out Oishi Sushi.
Yeah, for real.
I'll
So
show your boy.
so yeah, Evan. I mean, we're gonna ask you one more thing off of the camera. Just one more side thing we like to do. Show a little move or something. You know, give something to the people. But thank you so much, man.
Of
Like,
course, bro. Yeah.
super cool. And this has been in the making for
For
months.
some
man.
time.
Yeah.
He's been speaking about you for months. God, I miss Evan. I haven't met him yet. Like, I can't wait to meet
He
him.
left me on red
Hey,
for a
left
whole
me on red.
day.
He fucking ghosted me again.
Yeah, but this is really like a big episode for us because it's the first time we've traveled out of Florida to do an episode.
Oh yeah.
We've
All
gone
for you.
We've got a
Hey,
couple
thank you,
hours
guys.
out
It
of
was
our
all
way,
for
but
you.
this is we're in a different time zone. So
Yeah. Let's go.
So I'll leave you with this question. Your last meal on Earth, what would it be?
Bro, I'm coming here, dog. Like, I
Really?
don't know.
Sushi?
sushi, your favorite food?
It might be. I think it is. Just because I feel like there's so much variety. Like I feel like there was so much different stuff we just had, and like, if I was like death row, I'm about to get put in the shock chair.
Tomorrow's
Give me the all you can eat Oishi.
tomorrow's
let me
your
get
last
Oishi.
day.
Man,
Tomorrow's your last day.
I'll go ahead and send it on Oishi. I'm gonna freaking probably die from
And
erupting
if
my
you were on
stomach
death
first.
row, you can extend it. I can keep eating, man. Keep it.
Yeah, hey, listen, I think they do have a time limit, but most all you can eat. So they're like, bro, you can't stay here for 4 hours, bro. Get out of here.
I'm gonna die. Let me say.
That was the quickest answer we've ever received.
Really? Yeah, I mean that's a hard question. I mean, other than that,
You got a cheat meal you like?
bro, this is it. Like, this is what I did. That's why I'm like, bro,
Like
this,
mad.
How do they not sponsor you? Like, come on, like
I hope one day, we'll see. It's probably a good thing because I feel like I do a pretty good job with my nutrition, staying on point with like what I eat and stuff. I don't like keep snacks at the house and stuff. So, but this, all you can eat sushi, not just here, but just in general, is kind of like my go-to.
Yeah.
Especially after a fight, I just got paid and like I'm kind of chilling. I'm usually kind of beat up and recovering. I'll be hitting all you can eat sushi 2-3 times a week, and it does some damage to the weight. So,
all right.
but yeah, I guess this would be the spot. Other than that, bro, probably just like a nice ass steak, like real good steak with some freaking garlic butter or something and some mashed potatoes. Like I feel like I would imagine that's probably like the most
And they
general
they
answer.
slipped a little steak in here too, so you're good.
Yeah,
Either way.
come on, we got everything.
But yeah, thank you, Evan, man.
Bro,
I mean,
thank you guys,
dude. Thank you for
It's
taking the
awesome.
time out. I know that were you talking about fighting in August again too, or something crazy like that. So I'm glad we got it in now, man. Thank you for taking the
let's go.
time out of your training. Where can the people find you on social media or
Pretty
anywhere?
much just Instagram, Evan_Elder. I'm hoping I'll get a YouTube up going soon. Have some more behind the scenes, some longer format stuff. Just kind of cool.
Hey, dude, I'm gonna throw it out there, but we want to do documentaries soon. So if you
Hey,
ever
let's
need
go.
someone to shoot
Let's
one of
do it.
those,
Yeah, come do it, bro. I'm down for everything. I just I got no idea what I'm doing. I'm just trying to freaking
I feel
live
that.
the best life I can and help others do the same thing.
Hey,
so
us need it,
let's
dude.
do it.
Well, thank you, man. It's a
Yeah,
great
absolutely.
episode. Great food, man. Thank you so much.
Of course, thank you guys.